Hello everyone, it's Dwyllis, Kiwi Scrapper from New Zealand, and I'm here to share a small project with you which is for a challenge. And this challenge is for ScrappingHappyxo, and that's Jeanette, and Jeanette lives in Australia. And Jeanette has reached 5,000 subbies, so she's celebrating that with a challenge. And if you pop on over to her channel, you will be able to check out that challenge video. And it's going to be a real fun challenge, because what Jeanette is asking us to do is to make up a page for an album, and it can be made up in paper and fabric, or just fabric on its own. And it has to be 6 inches down, that's vertical, by 4 inches across. And although New Zealand works in centimetres, when I was taught at school it was inches, and I don't have any idea what centimetres are. I have to actually go and check on a conversion chart on the internet, so I'm sorry, I can't give it to you in inches, in centimetres. Well, I could if I got my ruler out and measured it, but I'm sure Jeanette's probably done that on her challenge video for you anyway. So without further ado, I'm going to show you my entry. Now these pages could be done in vintage style or shabby chic, as far as I remember. And obviously you can, she was leaving it up to every individual person to do what they wanted to. And she's going to put these pages together into albums. And the prize winners, when their names are drawn out of the box, are going to get an album. So depending on how many entries there are will depend on how many albums that Jeanette puts together, and that will depend on how many prize winners there are. So, hey ladies, and gents, let's get going. Let's keep Jeanette really, really busy. Okay. So here is my entry, not entrance, and hopefully that's showing up clearly. So I did mine in a vintage style, and this is 6 inches by 4 inches, the actual page. Now I have added, as you'll see, I've added some lace at the bottom. Jeanette, if you're watching, which I hope you will be, of course, please feel free to chop that off right across the bottom to get it to the edge of the page, to make it, if you don't want that there. I mean, personally, when I'm doing little albums, which I haven't done many of, or in fact I don't think I've done, this is actually my first small page, lace page. I've just completed an album, a lace fabric album for a challenge for Irene and Seriously Scrapping, but this is actually this first little one I've done. So I like to actually personally put laces dangling down and laces jutting out and laces putting up, but I'm aware that not everybody wants to do that. So if this is not suitable, please, Jeanette, just chop it off there. It'll still look fine. See, there you go, it'll look good. So so this just started off as the background, and I just made my page up out of that, and then I put some lace fabric over it and just turned it in there to make it look a bit neater at the back, because that's where the other side, someone else's page, will be attached, to give it two sides. And there's just some polished cotton here in a beautiful pale coffee colour, and a cherub, and he's holding either a bird or a bird nest. I love that fabric. And we've just got some embellishments. That's tea stained at the bottom. I stained this one actually in beetroot juice, and it's just the beetroot you buy in a can or a jar from the supermarket, and that was stark white, and I was just going through a phase, which I love doing, of just dyeing with natural things. So I dunked some of these stark white flowers out of a placemat into it, and I really liked the colours they came up. So that's really pretty. They've got this sort of almost like a variegated look, because some places are a little bit whiter and lighter than others, so it's really pretty, I think. And that's part of a doily and flat back pearl. Now we had to make up a little pocket on our page and put a tag in with our details on. So there's my tag, and I just actually cut that out of a domino, which I'm actually doing a couple of dominoes for another challenge, which is for Ruth Burr. And all these three ladies, Irene, Jeanette and Ruth Burr, all live in Australia, so it goes to show you that there's a lot of crafty people there. So I just cut some out for, you know, to back the domino for her challenge, and I suddenly thought, well, that'll make a good tag. So that's how I got that tag, and I've just written my details there and made that little pocket out of tea stained. That was stark white, and it's come out a beautiful golden colour, tea stained. I tea stained this and this bit here. They were both stark white, and the same as the trim down the bottom, which is the same as that. And that little one comes from that one. So really that's it. 2 flat back pearl hearts and some little tiny 4mm little pearl mocha pearls in here. And that's a dusky pink, very stiff lace. Not really stiff, but anyway, it worked well here. And that's that. So as I say, Jeanette, chop it off if you can't work that into the book. That's a little bit out of a lace trim as well. So okay, so I hope you enjoyed that project. I hope it fits in well with the rest of the book. And thank you, Jeanette, for putting up such a wonderful challenge. It's great. Bye everyone.